Alrighty. Hello, everyone. I know this is not my normal kind of content. It is. This has been something I've been wanting to speak on for a while. And I had to get it off my chest because this is a story about how my life had nearly changed for, in my opinion, the worst. And I don't know if there would have been any way to recover from what happened to me just recently. Where the story begins is I was just taking a content break because I was getting burnt out. I needed a break. I didn't find any enjoyment out of bringing content for y'all or streaming for y'all at all. Like, it was fun in the moment, but it felt more like I was performing a chore more than anything. So I decided, you know what? To bring the kind of content that I want to bring to you guys, I'm going to take a break for a couple months, kind of reset myself, get myself into a better mental state, and then go from there. So I take my normal content break for 2-3 months, and then at the end of the content break, when I was just about to come back, shit hit the fan. We were just doing our usual nighttime routine with our dogs, giving them something to eat, taking them outside so they could do their bathroom, then putting them to bed. But the one night, our one dog, preface, these guys are English Mastiffs, so they're very big. 140 pounds and about 200 pounds for the other one. And for reference, I'm just going to say big dog for 196 pounds or 200 pounds. Little dog for my other dog, that's 140 pounds. Our big dog, he was acting a little odd from what we're used to. So, we're stressed out about that already. So we decide, we're just going to keep an eye on him, see what happens, see if anything improves or gets worse or anything like that. Because he was acting very irregular, panting heavily, unable to stand still, just overall not looking good with the way he was acting. So we don't put him in his crate because he would not go down. So we just leave him upstairs while my mom goes to bed. So, I'm watching him overnight, and then as the night goes on, it's honestly like an hour in after his constant pacing and that, and he would be laying down, then standing right back up. Laying down, standing right back up. Then after that, he would proceed to lay down, whine, kick his feet once, and then stand back up and continue his pacing. And his panting had proceeded to get worse. So, I'm sitting, watching through our camera, going out, in and out of my room constantly here. Just worried sick about him. So, I'm doing my usual thing, just monitoring him. I'm thinking he has possibly heat exhaustion or heat stroke. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just treat this like this would be, put a cool compress to him. All his, bare spots and that, see if I could cool him down. Put some ice in his water, see if that'll help him. Just anything I could do to try and treat one of those. But as I tried treating that over another hour, it only seemed to decline and get worse. Just not looking good. So at this point, I'm panicking. So I decide that I'm going to look online, see if my local vet has a 24/7 emergency number, which in the moment I didn't know if they would, which I know in hindsight that's really redundant because I don't know why no vet would. They wouldn't have one. All vets I'm pretty sure do. But regardless, that's beside the point. I go look for it, get the number, I call, explain all the symptoms away about what the hell is going on with my dog. She tells me it's something called, I think it's the acronym is GDV. Which GDV stands for, I'll read it off of here, gastric dilation volvulus, which is commonly more known as a bloat in a dog, where their stomach somehow manages to twist on itself. They say it's more prone in bigger dogs. Pretty much the bigger the dog is, the more prone they are to having this issue. So I'm like, well, shit. And she said he has to go to the vet immediately, but we could choose whether to wait or to send him in now. So I go downstairs, talk to my mom. She only wakes up partially. She says she'll just wait until the morning, see if he gets better. So I call again. I tell them we plan to wait, but she's sitting there saying she's highly advises against waiting. So I'm like, shit, okay, let me go talk to my mother, tell her the information I've just been given about how dire this could be, and go from there. So I go back downstairs to wake her up and talk to her, telling her it's highly ill-advised. So Mom's like, alright, let me just wake up more properly, or let me just kind of wake myself up, get myself more, prepared to talk, clear head and all that. Oh, excuse me. So she does that. She comes upstairs. I unmute my phone so my mom could talk to the vet and all that. We have a conversation about it. We decide to bring him in. So we do. After getting all ready to go, getting him in the truck and all that. And even by that point, he's still in a horrible state. He's still panting crazy. He's still trying to pace inside the truck, all that. And he's a big dog. Like, he's massive. So we drive to the vet. Takes us about 5 minutes at most. Maybe 3, because we're driving quick. Because we're stressed out about it. We get him there. Quickly get him on the scale. Weighs in 196 pounds. What they usually do at the vet. Get him quickly in the room. She's doing, a whole, pressure test to see if she could find any signs of a bloat or anything like that. See if she could feel anything. But he's a big dog. So he's got a massive chest cavity. She's like, I can't feel anything. So let me go see if they have the big animal x-ray machine. See if we could use that on him. But, unfortunately, one of the other veterinarians had the big animal x-ray instead. Forget what it's for, but they had it off doing something else for a different thing they were doing. So we're just like, alright, let's just try and get him onto the small vet x-ray, or the small animal x-ray. So we bring him over to it, and we have to fight to get him up on there. It was a whole nightmare. It took me, my mom, and the vet to get him all up on that table, because he's a big dog, and he's fighting, because he's in pain. So she does the scan, and gets it in the wrong spot, so she has to move it a little bit. I'm having to hold him by the head, basically, to keep him calm. Keep him from moving. So she gets it back in the correct spot where it should be, the stomach. Scans it. Sure enough, that's exactly what it was. It was a GDV. His stomach was twisted all to hell. So, she gets another doctor to help her with him. We get him all prepped. Because there's only 2 of them. Me and my mom agreed to stay and help get him prepped for surgery and that. Because there's only one way to fix it, and that's surgery to get it untwisted and get it pretty much pinned to the side so that it can't, or pinned so that it can never happen again, or have it be damn near impossible to happen again. So, we're helping them with all that fun stuff. And when he came in there, and just before she got him into surgery, they tell us he, by default, has a 50% chance of surviving, which already has us fucking nearly devastated just by that information itself. And so we leave. It was about 3 o'clock. So we're at home again after leaving the vets with them, all that fun stuff. Sorry, this is hard to recall. It's stressful. But we get home. They agree to call me again because I already have a terrible sleep schedule, and I'm now beyond stressed out and terrified and all sorts of messed up. And we go back home. I'm unable to play games or do anything, so I'm just sitting here watching YouTube mindlessly while I'm just eyeballing my phone for 3 hours. And then 6 a.m. hits. And they call us again. And we got some of the almost some of the worst news we could have gotten. They call us saying that the prognosis is even worse than we thought. His whole spleen was blackened, and it was just, spleen was dead, and a good portion of his stomach was near black as well, which means that was almost completely dead tissue. And they said that now it leaves him at a 20% chance of survival, which fucking broke me, as is with that information. I broke down. My mom's at a loss for words out of beyond being stressed out and devastated by the information. She leaves me on, or she just looks at me like, what do you want to do? And me, through the shakiest voice possible, I just tell them, just try something to fix it, or try and get him back. Because I can't live without this dog. I've grown so attached to him, and he's so young. So I do that. They just say, do you want me to call on this number again, or call on my mother's number? So we say, call on her number so I could try and sleep. And then another thing, like an hour and a half, 2-ish hours go by. And we get a call. Thank fucking God he made it. He made it out of the surgery. Has no spleen though. But his stomach was still black by the time that they had got him stitched up again. So they say they're going to keep him there till the afternoon, just kind of see how things go from there. And they'll call by afternoon if anything, and let us know if anything's improved or gotten worse. So, you know, that goes on. I'm pretty much, after hearing the news that he survived surgery, I'm asleep now because I'm a lot less stressed. She calls again, says that it seems to be having okay recovery, but she's going to keep him there for the rest of the day, or for most of the day, just to monitor him more closely, see if anything happens. And we can go to, we'll see by 7 o'clock. We'll go there at 7 o'clock to go pick him up. All that. Excuse me. You know, we just go about our day until 7 p.m. hits. We go there. He's still doped out of the anesthetics. But he sees us and he immediately chirps right back up. Looking a lot better than he did. Still obviously drugged up, so, you know, he's not all there. But it was good signs all around from that. So, we get him home. Or we agreed to take him home. See how he does for a week. See if anything goes awry or how positive it goes. But, for the most part, he made it. So we take him home. We tend to him for a week. We give him painkillers, all that to alleviate all the pain we can and keep him as calm as we can. Because our other 2 dogs we have, our small dog, and then our little dog, who is a Zolo or a Mexican hairless. We keep them calm as we can for the week. Keep them from playing as much as we can, which did really well. We kept them going really well there. All that good stuff. So, week 1 goes by and it goes phenomenal. But then he developed, or we saw something that was a little worrisome. So my mom calls the vet again just because I was a little worried. I relayed what I found to her because he had a little bit of a swelling on his incision. So I show her the photo. So she's like, all right, I'm phoning the vet. She phones the vet. They say, bring him up. She's like, okay, I'll bring him up after work. She brings him up after work. It's just some swelling from the incision. I'm assuming some sort of inflammation or anything like that. Because he did try and roughhouse with them during that week because he was feeling much better. So, you know, just him being accidentally agitating the sore a bit. Or the incision a bit. But then, as of recently, after that incident, he comes back and he's got... I didn't know that this had happened to him. But she had to shave his face because he had developed a severe rash on his face and his neck. And when I say severe rash, I mean like bad to the point where it was scabbing up and sores all over. It's bad. And this has just happened like a couple days ago. Oh, excuse me, turn my nose. You know. So My mom brings him back home with $400 worth of medication, which was bad. So we spent a total of $4,200 on this dog so far. He is on a topical cream, a powder medication, and 2 liquid and syringe medications just to fight off any sort of infection and get that rash gone as soon as possible. Just so he doesn't have to deal with this and have another issue to go with. So, we've been doing that so far, and it's been going really well. And as of recent, with the most up-to-date information I have, which is coming pretty much the day this is uploaded and the day this is recorded, the redness on the rash has gone down significantly since he came back from that day. A couple days. Like, it is significantly better than what it could have been. He is in great condition. It's gotten, like, the redness used to be really bad. Now it's like nothing, and there's like maybe 1 or 2 open sores. The rest of it's just kind of slightly scabbed up. And the incision has swollen down, or the swelling has gone down a lot, and is back down to normal temperature. Which, thank fuck for. So, that has been the situation I've been going through, and why there's been little to no posts, little to no streams, nothing. I really wanted to come on here and give an update for all y'all where the hell I've been over these past while. I really hope you enjoyed. Be sure to follow, subscribe, and all that stuff. All the fun jazz. Because I do plan on continuing streaming again and posting YouTube stuff from now on too. On top of the TikTok posts and everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this little update and story of what the hell's been going on with me and all that jazz. I hope to see y'all whenever I'm back to it. I will catch y'all in the next ones. Bye bye.